This is actually gonna be very hard for people to work off because the quality is really high. This is showing versatility. To come out here and show, I just did these big bright flowers, now I'm gonna do this really fine line detail and really show some nice soft black and gray is top notch.
This is such a unique way to put these different ideas together into one tattoo. You didn't just cookie cutter it together. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for someone to really put up a fight and do something above and beyond. And I feel like you've done it.
Thank you guys very, very much.
This week, we are testing your flexibility.
Tattooers need flexibility because not every person's the same, not every design is the same, and not every skin type is the same.
You've lived and worked closely together for the last several weeks. And no doubt you've formed bonds and butted heads. Today, you will have to put all that aside. Because two artists must create a collaboration tattoo on one canvas as a team. There is one last thing that you should know. You will be judged as a team.
Oh.
Good luck.
So what were you thinking about doing?
I had an idea of like octopus or a carousel horse.
I've got a couple horses that are perfect.
I just did a really kick-ass horse last challenge. I'm a better tattoo artist than Halo, so I need to take charge to show dominance right off the bat. You can go to the left more. Yeah. Well, let's see.
I can put a little bit of trust into Scott. I don't feel like Scott puts as much trust in me. We can play with a lot of warm colors.
Or we can do like a really bright lime green.
Yeah, I definitely want like a really vibrant color.
Artists, you have 6 hours to create a collaboration tattoo as a team, and your time starts now.
Right here?
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do this part first.
Today, these artists are gonna have to work together, and that's the challenge in itself. Two people are gonna make it look like one did the tattoo. They have to work well as a team. If they don't, it's gonna show.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Don't do the dark one. Start with that one. Get that blend smoother right here.
I can't relax because Scott needs to be in control of everything.
You can almost corner a little bit so it looks like there's almost a spine. Why don't you take some of that
Brown?
slate and put it in the tentacles before I get into it? Lighter than that.
To go out.
Yep.
When Scott is competing, he's hard to get along with because there is no other way except Scott's way.
Don't connect it. Just a little bit off that line.
Dude, shut up. We already know. You're the man.
You gotta get it softer on that edge, bro.
Switch.
Halo and I are proving that we work really well as a team.
This looking good.
It's looking great, dude.
Looking at these 3 tattoos, I am very confident right now that we've got this win in the bag. Ooh, that looks good.
Today, you had the ultimate test of flexibility, collaborating with another artist to create one tattoo. Halo and Scott, let's start with you. It's an unusual design. Explain a little bit about what this is.
She wanted to get a carousel horse or an octopus. We wanted to show flexibility, so we made all of our ideas work together as one piece.
In terms of your flexibility, the fact that you were able to utilize your clients' very different ideas is a very, very cool thing.
I'm really impressed with how you guys used the tentacles of the octopus, basically where the hair is. That was a really tricky, cool way to use that. I like the clean lines, man, and the heavy shading, and there's some really great attention to detail.
I really love the deep, rich areas of black in the horse. I feel like you could have put a lot more black in these tentacles and textured them out a little bit, just because it would have made it look like they go with the horse a little bit better. It's a very nice job designing. I think it's a very unique piece, and it really shows y'all coming together as a team.
To see you two work together and come up with this, seeing your strong black with his color theory, application's fantastic. This is what we expect. Good job.
That was sweet.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Scott and Halo.
Clean all the way around, man. Hit the mark.
Congrats.
Thank you.
This week, we're testing proportion.
Proportion is the size of objects in relation to other objects in a tattoo.
Today, you must all tattoo the same subject, a Japanese snake.
Damn it.
Snakes are one of the most symbolic creatures in traditional Japanese tattooing.
Traditional Japanese is really hard because it has a whole lot of rules in it. And if you don't know them, you can't follow them. And the one guy who's gonna judge you is Taki, and he's gonna nail the out of you.
Japanese tattoos are infamous for incorporating many different elements to create a dynamic image. In order for the elements to work together, they must be in perfect proportion. There is one more obstacle you must face today. All of the canvases want their tattoos on their ribs.
Of course they do.
You have 6 hours to tattoo a Japanese snake on your canvas's ribs. And your time begins now.
I can get to town. Let's do it.
Get you all stenciled up.
In this elimination tattoo, proportion is important because we're asking them to tattoo a snake, which is recognizable imagery to everybody, and we're asking them to do it in a Japanese style. We're asking them to incorporate something with the snake to really show it in proportion.
So you'd want the mouth open?
Definitely want the mouth open, and I like sharp teeth. It just makes it look more vicious.
I'm really excited about this elimination tattoo. I get a chance to do a really big, ballsy, badass snake. That's a big tattoo to color in a few hours. Hanging in there.
I'm good.
I plan to show proportion with the relation of the size of the flowers to the size of the snake and the size of the snake's head to the size of the snake's body.
God damn, look how big that is.
I see a big opportunity for me to take this.
Today, you had to show your mastery of proportion by tattooing a Japanese snake on your canvas's ribs. Maddie.
As far as proportion goes, I really like not only the proportion of the snake to the flowers, but also just the proportion of the snake itself, the length versus the head. I like the way it fits the body.
Looking at this much tattooing, it's definitely impressive at the amount of coverage that you got and the proficiency that you have doing what you do. Really a nice job.
I think there's design flaws, but overall, it's well balanced, it's well proportioned. Good art is good art in any culture. You want good flow, you want good placement, good proportion. I think you pulled that off with this one.
Hey, thank you.
The judges have determined a winner. The best tattoo of the day goes to Maddie.
Thank you.
The proportion you showed in this tattoo and the simple layout of it is what collectively we all liked, and you definitely stood out for composition.
This week, you'll be judged on all of the essential skills: precision, contrast, detail, proportion, dimension, everything you need to be a master tattoo artist. Some of the most meaningful tattoos celebrate a personal victory. One of the greatest triumphs is surviving cancer. Your canvases today have all survived one of the deadliest forms, breast cancer. Many of them beat cancer by having a mastectomy to remove the breast. Some women choose to reconstruct their breasts, but the scars remain. And these scars are in a very sensitive area. So it's even more challenging to pull off a flawless tattoo, but that's exactly what you must do for these canvases.
I want a flowering vine across the whole chest.
Are you trying to go where the nipples would tend to be, or okay?
I feel like a war went on in my chest. This is like a battlefield, and I would rather have something beautiful.
You have 6 hours to finish your tattoos. Your spot in the live finale is on the line, and your time begins now.
All right, let's do it.
Still okay?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be sitting for 6 hours. No, I did chemo. I can do this.
I've got a lot of work in a short amount of time to do it. I have absolutely no wiggle room in this. It's nice that there's survivors like you that can go out there and go like, look, it's not the end of the world. To have that positive spin, I think, is really, really cool.
This week, we asked you to transform breast cancer survivors' scars into tattoos they can wear with pride. A trip to the live finale is on the line. 3 of you will move on, and 1 of you is going home. However, it takes more than this one tattoo to earn your trip to the live finale. You must do another 6-hour tattoo. For your very first challenge in this competition, you tattooed convention style to earn your shot. That day was intense, and every artist was under pressure. Unfortunately, that meant that some of the canvases left with jacked tattoos. Today, it's up to you to cover the worst of them. You'll be judged on both your tattoos to determine whether you're headed to the finale or headed home. All right, artists, the canvases have been randomly assigned in order to choose an artist. Siad, you're up next.
Sausage.
This is definitely the hardest canvas. This tattoo is gonna be a bitch to cover up.
All right, artists, you have 6 hours to do your tattoos. This is your last chance to prove that you deserve a spot in the live finale. Your time begins now.
The biggest thing is gonna be working with the existing piece that you have.
Okay.
Trying to turn that circle into a real circle. I'm gonna retouch this tattoo instead of covering it up, and then tattoo landmarks from around the world as a collage around his arm. Time permitting, if Berlin works, then we'll do Central America. Is that all right with you?
It sounds great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can nail every single skill in this one piece. All right, buddy, you ready? I'm here to win, and somebody else is gonna go home because that spot in the finale is mine.
I can already see it now. Millions of people holding signs that says, "We want sausage."
That would be pretty sweet.
Artists, this was your last chance to prove that you deserve to compete in the live finale for $100,000, a feature in Inked magazine, and the title of Ink Master. Sausage. Let's start with your mastectomy tattoo.
The thing I like the most about this tattoo, I love the way it fits. I love that it's not symmetrical. I think it gives it a unique look. It's just a real quality job, man.
Thank you.
Let's move along to your 6-hour tattoo. You reworked Melissa's tattoo.
To try to do a cover-up and belt in a ton of black didn't make sense. So I decided to add something that's a lot more bold and stylish to the airplane itself, and then build a sleeve that he can add onto at any time.
This is actually going to be very hard for people to work off because the quality is really high. This is showing versatility. To come out here and show, I just did these big bright flowers, now I'm gonna do this really fine line detail and really show some nice soft black and gray is top notch.
This is such a unique way to put these different ideas together into one tattoo. He didn't just cookie cutter it together. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for someone to really put up a fight and do something above and beyond. And I feel like you've done it.
Thank you guys very, very much.
Today, you had to prove that you have what it takes to compete in the live finale. And the 4 of you have battled to be standing here. However, there can only be one winner. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Sausage.
Nice, dude.
It showed a lot of ingenuity in putting this design together and really thinking outside the box instead of just doing a big cover-up.
You've earned your spot in the live finale.
Wow, thank you.
Congratulations, man, you deserve it.
Over the last several months, the 3 finalists and their master canvases endured 35 hours of tattooing to create the back pieces you're about to see tonight. Let's see how that went.
This is the battle I've been waiting for my whole life. That title is mine. We're gonna do the heart really anatomic, like it's bloody and shiny and red. This tattoo screams Scott Marshall. It's gonna be the boldest tattoo that the judges have ever seen. Ready?
Yep.
Oh my God. You gotta earn it too, you know what I mean? This is what she signed up for. This is what it's gonna take to win this competition.
Oh, dude, I'm done.
Finish line's like right there, you can see it. She has to be down for all 35 hours.
I love tattoos until I got this one.
All right, we're done. Good God, it looks awesome. No one is going to take that title away from me.
I love the amount of color you put into it.
Scott, you're up next, man. Tell us about this, Scott. Really nice.
Being that my tattoo was on a woman, I wanted to give her something that she could relate to. Love and heartache. My tattoo is feminine and beautiful, but it still shows my style.
Very cool, man. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, Scott, I mean, the thing about this tattoo is that if you look at any of your tattoos through the competition, you look at this is just another tattoo that you did, but it's 35 hours. One of the areas, her face, I feel like it could have been a little different shape. You know what I mean? It could have been a little prettier. I think maybe making her have the soulless eyes kind of thing, maybe change the shape of the left eye with the cheek. But overall, the flow of this tattoo and the way it rides the actual body and the color saturation that you have in here, nobody can question that. The hand and the heart is what sticks out to us for sure. We love it.
Thank you.
Really nice, man. Thank you. The judges have decided. Scott, you do have what it takes to be